And we welcome you to another edition of Dodgers Down on the Farm for High A Great Lakes. Great Lakes had another good week against the Lansing Lugnuts, and they are still in first place. And the second division, they won the first half division of the Midwest League, and they are in first place of the Midwest League in the second half. There's a lot of great action to get to, so we're not going to waste any more time. Let's get to it, and let's talk Great Lakes Loons baseball. Jorbit Vivas had 2 hits in Saturday's game in the loss 2-1 that the Loons had. He has 4 hits, and he has hits in 4 of his last 5 games. He has 6 total bases and 4 runs scored during that stretch. So Jorbit Vivas, a very talented left-handed hitter, lots of power, lots of explosion in that swing. Good young player, Jorbit Vivas. Lael Lockhart Jr. put on a show in front of a sold-out crowd at Dow Diamond Saturday night. He gave up no runs in 4.1 innings. He struck out 5, he walked just 1, and he has had a great year this year with an ERA of 3.34. He has 80 strikeouts in 2022 to just 20 walks. So very fun to watch Lael Lockhart Jr. pitch very well. Very fun to watch him compete. 6'7" Carlos Duran was actually the starter in Saturday night's game, and then Lael Lockhart Jr. was the piggyback starter, is what they like to call him. He struck out 9 in 3.2 innings. He has 33 strikeouts on the year to just 9 walks. He gave up 2 runs in this performance, which marked just the second time this year that he's given up more than 1 run in an outing. That's very impressive. You can see that big slider, the big breaking ball, the big fastball. There's the big changeup. He has all the different hesitations in his windups. He is very excited. He has a lot of vertical tilt to his pitches because he is so tall. His ERA on the year is 2.70. His whip is just 0.95. Ryan Sublette picked up his 6th save of 2022 on Saturday, and as usual, it made it look fairly easy. Sublette has allowed an earned run in just 1 outing, or at least in July. I keep thinking it's July still, but he allowed just 1 earned run and allowed an earned run in just 1 outing in July. Easy for me to say, and had an ERA in July of 1.93. Also in July, he had 17 strikeouts, just 2 walks. He struck out 2 in his 1 inning in his last performance that got him his 6th save of 2022. So Ryan Sublette, the side-slotting pitcher out of Texas Tech. Jeff Belge is back up to 95 with the fastball, and he looked as good as he has all year Saturday night. The slider was 83. He struck out the side in his 1 inning of work. This was his 2nd scoreless outing in a row, his 5th out of 7. So well done, Jeff Belge, the lefty out of Syracuse. Ben Harris is another reliever in the Dodgers organization that has just been almost automatic. He had 2 more Ks in Saturday night's game of the 3 outs he recorded. He has the best strikeout. Let me get this stat correct. He has the best strikeout to walk ratio. Actually, he has the best strikeout rate in all of pro baseball. He has the best strikeout rate in all of pro baseball, which means he strikes out more hitters per batter attempted to face than any other pitcher in all of professional baseball. You can thank Max Hewitt, the Oklahoma State grad, for that stat. He has 82 strikeouts and 41 innings pitched. He had an ERA of 0.90 in July and a whip of 0.50. So the lefty out of the University of Georgia has been nothing short of phenomenal. Friday's performance from Nick Nastrini was the 3rd time in 4 outings that he had gone 6 innings. He gave up 2. He struck out 2 in those 6 innings, and he was on point in July. As beyond the length he's given, we talked about the back-to-back 6-inning performances. His ERA in July was 3.86. His whip was 1.07, and he had 23 strikeouts and just 6 walks. So the UCLA alum Nick Nastrini is pitching very well for Great Lakes. Emmanuel Vargas went big fly again on Friday night, and he has just been absolutely a machine. His second home run of the night went 455 very happy feet, and he has just had a wonderful year. He leads the Midwest League in on-base percentage. He's hit home runs. He's hitting for average. He has just simply been a machine at the plate in 2022 for Great Lakes. Jose Ramos, this is his 14th home run of 2022, and it was a no-doubter. As you can see, it was opposite field too. He had at the time, he had hits in 4 of the 5 of his last 5 games and 5 homers in July, 13 RBIs, 12 runs scored, and 36 total bases. And that was last Friday from video from his big 14th home run. So there's Jose Ramos, very talented right-hander. He just needs to cut down on the strikeouts, and in my opinion, needs to steal a few more bases, just 4 stolen bases on the year. He is athletic enough to steal quite a bit more than that. I think he could be a 20-20 type guy if you concentrate on that. So Jose Ramos, very talented. Eddie's Leonard had 3 hits in the game last Thursday and has his average up to 270. He had hits in 4 games in a row at the time and 6 out of last 7. A stretch where he was 11 for 28, which is a 392 clip with a home run, 3 doubles, 6 runs scored, and 17 total bases. Leonard's a very good player. He's been playing a lot of shortstop. He is one of the top prospects in the Dodgers organization. So there's some good video on him on some good play from the young right-hander. You got to love the right-hander Cole Percival when he has been charged to get the last 3 outs. He's got a lot of Mark Fidrich in him, if you remember the Birdman, in the sense that he has that kind of excitement. It's kind of some quirky excitement to him that is extremely entertaining and fun to watch. He is must-see TV when he is charged with getting the last 3 outs of a game, and I enjoy it very much. His ERA in July was just 1.74. His whip is just 0.87. His fastball is up to 98, and he has 14 strikeouts to just 3 walks in July. So Cole Percival has some of the best stuff. Look at the fun energy from Cole Percival. Like I said, kind of Mark Fidrich Birdman style, and he is very fun to watch. And he has big stuff. Again, he's up to 98. You're going to see in this video that Braden Fisher was absolutely dropping hammers the other night in his last performance with the Loons. He had 3 strikeouts and 2 innings of scoreless work. His ERA in the year is all the way down to 2.74. His whip is down to 1.22. He has not allowed an earned run in 12 of his last 15 outings. And during those 15 outings, he has 31 strikeouts. Braden Fisher, the League City, Texas alum and native, is having a great year. You know, he's very good, but he is not the most famous League City native. Jay Buhner actually is from League City as well. But Braden Fisher is having a great year for the Loons. Quietly, Jacob Candleberry is putting a very, very good season together, and this is video from his last performance. It was a great outing for him. He tossed 2 scoreless innings. He struck out 3. He walked nobody. He's been one of the most effective pitchers in the entire organization lately, as in July he posted an ERA of 1.13 with 11 strikeouts and just 1 walk. Let me say that again. In July, Jacob Candleberry, the lefty out of Missouri, posted an ERA of 1.13. He had 11 strikeouts and just 1 walk. Very well done, Jacob Candleberry. The roommate of Cole Percival, as I found out the other night, is having a very good year. Thursday night was crazy in the minor league system for the Dodgers. Dustin May started for Oklahoma City. Then Diego Cartaya had 2 home runs, and they were both absolute no-doubters. He's hitting 273 on the year. The Dodgers' #1 prospect is with an OPS of 953. He had, at the time, this was Thursday, he had 8 hits. He had hits in 8 of his last 9 games, and both of these home runs were absolute tape measure shots, as you can see them. So there's a good look at the Dodgers' #1 prospect and catcher Diego Cartaya, just hitting the ball a long ways. Video of right-hander Robbie Pito out of Stetson. He threw 3 scoreless innings for the Loons in his last outing and had his entire arsenal on display. A couple things I really like about him. He's really good in the bulk inning piggyback role, meaning you have a starter that goes 1 inning, maybe 2, and then Pito comes in and throws the bulk innings after that, 4 or 5 innings. He's very good in that piggyback role. And I love his breaking ball because it takes just about every shape that you need. You know, he says, I don't have a slider or a curveball. I just kind of make my breaking ball shape whichever way I need it to based on the situation. And as you watch him pitch, he is very good at doing that. He can do it as a get-me-over, as you saw there, and then he can get a lot of tumble and a lot of downward break to it as well to get the strikeout. So I love this young man. Robbie Pito there is that good breaking ball out of Stetson. This is Cole Dunsing out of the Kansas City area, who's having a good year as well. He got his 3rd win of the season in his last outing for the Loons/Camels. They were the Camels this night in a promotion. He continued his great work in the latter half of July. In his last 5 outings, he gave up just 2 runs, 1 each in 2 separate performances, and he only walked 1 batter in those 5.2 innings. So Cole Dunsing, the righty out of the Kansas City area, is another one of those just kind of quietly having a really good year for the Loons. Edwin Mateo hit his 2nd home run of the season. I believe this was Wednesday night. It went 400. Very happy feet. He has hits. At that time, he had hits in 2 out of 3 of his last games. Last Wednesday, 4 out of his last 5 and a home run, a double, and 7 total bases during that stretch. So another good outfielder in the Dodgers organization, Edwin Mateo. Since coming off the disabled list, Aldri Acosta has been absolutely nails. He has yet to give up a run in any of his 3 performances. He has 5 strikeouts, no walks in those performances. He did not allow an earned run in his last performance before going on the IL, so that makes 4 performances in a row that the big righty Aldri Acosta has not allowed a run. Antonio Knowles was absolutely spot on the other night in his last performance for the Loons. Check out the back-to-back sliders, the back-to-back cutters, and then the sinker. The entire display there is the back-to-back sliders. Very good. You know, that slider for Antonio Knowles is one of the best pitches in the organization. He is just so good with that pitch. Then the back-to-back cutters, then the sinker. He struck out the side. He made it look easy. So check it out for yourself. One Mr. Antonio Knowles. This is a video of Luis Diaz, who had just got brought up from Loe Rancho Cucamonga, and this is video of his very first hit with the High A Great Lakes Loons. So congratulations to him. Diaz was hitting .277 with an OPS of .805. That is 805 OPS with Rancho when he got promoted on the 22nd of July. So congratulations to Luis Diaz, 1, for his promotion, and then 2, for getting his first hit in High A Great Lakes. Adam Scoggins turned in a clean inning his last performance out with the Loons, and check out the back-to-back cutter, then the splitter combo in this video. That is a combo that is very legit. The lefty out of the Oral Roberts University, and out of the Springdale, Arkansas area. One cuts, the other sinks. That's a combo that is going to be very good for the lefty Adam Scoggins. And there's the 84 mile an hour pitch there. And you know, out of Oral Roberts, he said the other day, I was messaging him that the ball feels like it should coming out of his hand again. So I'm excited to see his progress during the remainder, the last couple of months of this season. I'm glad that you tuned in to another edition of Dodgers Down on the Farm for High A Great Lakes, and I hope that you visit DodgerPokeReport.com or visit Dodger Poke on all the social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. I also hope that you go to your podcast streaming service of your choice and become a subscriber to the Dodger Poke Report and Dodgers Down on the Farm podcast. As always, thanks for tuning in, and go Dodgers!